night of the Bushnell Showcase. Tonight's game will feature the Leominster Blue Devils versus the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders. Here are the starting lineups. First for the Raiders, at right wing, number 9, Tyler Broussard. Center, number 17, Liam Hickey. Left wing, number 3, Nick Paquette. Defense, number 24, Peter Stevens. Defense, number 21, Wyatt Peters. Starting in goal, number 1, Devin McGivern. The head coach for the Raiders is Steve Lowney. And now for the Blue Devils, starting at right wing, number 10, Aiden Bork. At center, number 12, Nathan Lemansky. Left wing, number 8, Patrick Leblanc. On defense, number 7, Alessandro Conte. On defense, number 21, Ronan Duval. And in goal for the Devils, number 1, Ryan Melanson. Head coach is Frank Mooney. Officials for tonight's game, Jay Murphy and Ken Monroe. Ladies and gentlemen, students, at this time I would ask you all to please stand as we honor our nation and the flag with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Live from the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University, FATV presents coverage of the 2021 Bushnell Tournament. And tonight, it's the rivalry on ice. The Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders and the Leominster Blue Devils set to do action here in Fitchburg. Good evening, everyone. I'm Daniel Bolak. Happy to have you along with us here today. Joining me on the broadcast tonight is our special guest, if you will, Athletic Director of Fitchburg High School, Craig Antossi. Happy to have you along with us here tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
We're just going to get right into it. As Leominster, the home team in the white uniforms with blue and black, going left to right in this first period. Back to 3 15-minute periods this season after we did 2 22.5-minute halves last year in these matchups. As Ronan Duval will go D to D to Alessandro Conti. Pass up ice, looking for Nathan Lemansky, a bit too strong. Peter Stevens will go collect that in the left wing corner. Tyler Broussard on the far side. Tried to dump it out of the zone, couldn't get it out. Leominster keeping it in just briefly, moving it across the blue line, and Lemansky pushed it into the right wing corner. And now forward on the boards, and we're gonna have our first penalty 43 seconds into the contest.
Well, that was quick. I didn't even see it.
Roughing is indicated against Lemansky, and so first power play of the game will go to the Red Raiders.
I like the lineup we have out there too. Fresh legs, Riley Leblanc, Sam Jaramillo, and Colin Hines all out there.
And we saw a couple of those guys getting experience as freshmen last year, Jaramillo and Hines.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sammy's great with the stick.
Dynamic freshmen last year, putting up tremendous numbers. Now we'll see them on that top power play line as was dumped all the way down and settled
Blue
by
Devil
netminder
penalty
Devin
on
McGivern.
number 12, Nathan Lemansky, 2-minute minor for roughing. Time of the penalty, 43 seconds in the first
Here,
period.
Jim LaPointe, our public address
Lemansky, 2
announcer,
minutes for roughing at
announced the penalty.
43
Jaramillo
seconds.
runs into the referee there, loses a handle on the puck as Conti sends it around to the right wing board. And a shot on from the point by Riley Leblanc is stopped by Ryan Melanson on a first shot on goal of the contest. And Leominster able to clear it all the way down. McGivern thought about playing that one for the Red Raiders, but they'll try to move it around. Mazzaferro for the Blue Devils, getting tangled up there with Jaramillo. And now it will be LeBlanc who will take control of the puck and try to skate it up on the far side. Passing it along for Lucas Wiebe. He's got himself a couple of goals already this season. On the left side, Wiebe trying to move it along towards the left point. Players getting tangled up. And into the corner they go. Wiebe trying to regain the puck for the Red Raiders. Round the boards to the near side again. Riley LeBlanc tries to keep it in as they battle for it on the half boards and back around Wiebe into the right wing corner. Raiders take control. Left point, LeBlanc had trouble holding on to it.
Coach Lowney would say that's our Achilles heel. Can't find a tape-to-tape pass.
Of course, just the third game of the year for the Red Raiders as well. A lot of space between the games, have trouble earning some momentum there as Hines with the shot blocked by Mazzaferro and cleared by the Blue Devils. Now Hines in a foot race to get to that puck, keep it away from William Parker. 10 seconds to go on the first penalty of the night against the Blue Devils. Lemansky will be free from the box in a few seconds. Pass just out of the reach of Hines, but he's able to get to that one. Battle with Duvall. Keep control of it. Another Blue Devil on Conti on him. Puts it in front for Jaramillo. Just couldn't get his blade on the puck. And a shot from deep in the slot by Kyle Gendron goes wide to the left. Gendron, one of only a couple of freshmen on the Raider roster this year. There's a shot by Conti that's stopped by Devin McGivern, the goaltender for the Red Raiders. Makes his first save of the night.
He's been solid all season. 2 games is a small sample size, but he's looked great.
It came into this season with just 1 game of varsity experience. There's a turnover. Lieneberry with a shot for the Red Raiders, goes off the side of the net. Lieneberry keeps control of it. Going back to the near side, looking to backhand it around the boards, but now reverses direction again, trying to go for a jam shot on the far side. Not much going there. Raider blows a tire, maybe a bit of a break for Leominster. That shot goes high and wide. As Robillard blew a tire back there, gave the Blue Devils a good chance, but the shot just a bit offline. Tucker Bidden now at the red line for Leominster. Zone gained on the left. Shot blocked out in front, and another chance gets through to McGivern. He's able to make the stop.
I'll tell you, anything low, McGivern's been really great this year. He's had some weakness high into his glove side, so we'll see how that plays out.
See McGivern holding his ground as he watches the puck to his right as it sails up along the boards and into the netting and out of play. 10:53 to go, first period, no score.
It's been a little bit end-to-end here early on. Not a ton of momentum. Teams having trouble establishing the position in the zone, but I've got to tell you, I love the black on the Leominster uniforms. I think it's a neat trim color.
Yeah, I think those are fairly new uniforms too. I don't remember seeing those particular uniforms in the past, but yeah, adding the black to it definitely makes them pop a little more.
Yeah.
Of course, the Raiders, they got themselves new unis a couple of years ago, and they're some of the sharpest sets out there.
Absolutely. It's an attractive game this evening.
Indeed. Puck will go behind McGivern as the Raiders will move it around. Off the stick of Hines. Dug out in the right wing corner. Leominster tries to push towards goal. Great chance out in front there by Lemansky. But McGivern stands tall. And we're going to have another penalty coming here. But first, Leominster's got to touch it up, and now they will, as Hines was taken to the ice. It's going to be another power play for the Red Raiders, tripping the call.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to say you're going to take a good penalty there, but it looked like Hines was going to take that puck and break out of the zone with speed.
Didn't want to take a chance there. Declan Calais will take it. Trip coming 4 minutes, 37 seconds into the contest. And the Raiders will have their second power play of the contest.
It looks like we have Jaramillo and Riley LeBlanc out there as a point men in this setup.
Pass into the slot, deflected up. LeBlanc with a shot save by Melanson. The rebound coughed out to the far side. Raiders trying to get on top of that. Another shot, a kick save by Melanson. Stick work in the circle for the puck. Liam Hickey, left wing corner.
With 4 points so far in the year, 2 goals, 2 assists for Liam Hickey.
And he didn't play last year either.
2 minutes for tripping.
That was definitely a huge boost to the Raider offense to see him return.
Absolutely. Big, long, rangy kid.
Here is Jaramillo regaining the zone for the Raiders after having lost control. And now a great chance for Leominster coming. Jordan Adu manufactured a breakaway, but great pressure there by Riley LeBlanc, coming in with a lot of speed to break that up. A short breakaway turned into just a soft shot.
All hustle right there.
That's why you never give up on the play. It looked like disaster till it wasn't. Hines with a shot, goes off a skate in front. Behind the net it goes. As Nick Paquette out on the left side. LeBlanc trying to gain a shooting angle with stick work, but it gets caught up in a maze of skates in the slot. Couldn't be cleared out, kept in by Hines. Now LeBlanc at the point with the shot and a kick save by Melanson as the puck goes into the right wing corner. Nick Paquette, first varsity season for the Red Raiders. Trying to keep control of the puck with 30 to go on the power play. 8:50 to go in the first period, no score. Jaramillo left side, looking cross ice. It goes off the skate of Hines and not his blade.
What a great chance. Again, tape-to-tape pass, and that's a goal.
And a couple of good chances there. Liam Hickey trying to get on the left side of the doorstep, but Melanson stands tall. And Melanson has been heavily tested. He's played 8 periods and came into this game having faced 144 shots.
That's a lot of rubber.
That's far too much. He's already faced 7 in this game. 8:20 to go in the first period. No score. LeBlanc trying to create an opening. Turning around, putting a shot on, but it'll be taken down off the blade there. As it's Patrick LeBlanc coming up the right side, and he gets a shot off, and it's stopped by McGivern. Remember the first time I said Devin McGivern's name was a couple of years ago. We were doing a Fitchburg Monty Tech Leominster game, and McGivern as a sophomore was an emergency goaltender that night. And now he's continued to work and persevere. Now he's basically the grizzled veteran of this Red Raider roster.
He's the stalwart.
They have 3 other goalies in the system, all of them freshmen. Bad angle put out in front, and McGivern able to knock that one away. As the puck makes its way into the neutral zone, Calais with a little bit of space, puck passing it up for Midden. Midden into the left circle, left dot. Nice centering pass, but James Brito couldn't get his blade on it. And now it's sent all the way back down into Leominster end. Lucas Wiebe trying to get to it for the Red Raiders. That puck's going to be pushed on goal. I think that was Howard who took the shot there. But an easy enough stop for Melanson. Shot 7-6 in favor of the Red Raiders as we reach the halfway point of the first period of play. And Patrick LeBlanc with a shot, score!
Hines at the glove side.
Top right corner he goes. And 4 seconds past halfway in the first. It's the Blue Devils who get the first strike.
Turnovers will kill you. A turnover turns into a 2-on-1 and a great little shot. High into the glove side. It was a well-placed shot.
Patrick LeBlanc came into this game as the team leader in points. He'd factored in on 3 of the 4 goals Leominster scored in their first 4 games of the campaign. And he'll get himself his 4th point of the season, his 2nd goal for the senior forward. And a 0-0 Leominster will have. They have not had the fortune of having leads that often this season. The last 2 games have been disastrous for Leominster. 11-0 loss to Hopedale Milford their last time out on December the 22nd. And then before that, a 10-1 loss to Neshoba.
Man, they grind in a very difficult division. Despite their record, this is going to be a tough hockey game tonight for us.
It's like nothing necessarily comes easy. There's a big hit at the red line, and it's deemed illegal. Charging is the call.
It's Tyler Broussard, number 9. I don't know if I agree with that call.
Say he took a couple extra strides. Broussard can't believe it himself. He wanted to hear an explanation from the referee on how that was given.
All right, we're out short-handed. Peter Stevens, Riley LeBlanc, Sammy Jaramillo, and 21 Wyatt Peters out there looking to kill the power play, at least on the first shift.
See what the kill looks like for the Red Raiders.
In the first couple of games, I'll tell you that the forwards,
Jaramillo
Jaramillo and LeBlanc really have gotten out there on the forecheck, made it very, very difficult for the team on the power play.
And you can see there's Jaramillo fighting and making his way down the ice to kill precious seconds of that power play after Leominster already got a good shot to start the man advantage. Another big hit on the far side. The booming roar from the Leominster faithful as it's back into the Red Raider end. Jaramillo around the boards for Riley LeBlanc. Trying to pitch that out of the zone. He will do just that, putting it over to Blue Devils.
Nice clearance.
And Alessandro Conti will go D-to-D with his partner there. And Lemansky. Dumped in, floated into the zone. The Raiders would just spin it right back out. Declan Calais trying to make a nifty move on the blue line. Try to kill enough time with that move to get his side on side, but not so. Needed just to kill a split second longer.
Just got lost in his skates.
5:56 to go first period and 60 seconds to go on the Leominster power play. The Blue Devils lead 1-0. On the draw, Peters back in and down the near side looking for Paquette. But crossed up and taken by Brandon LeBlanc and offsides again.
Oh, that's a killer. That's a killer, but that's high school hockey right there.
Hurts the momentum a little bit, gives the Raider legs a few extra seconds to rest. Hickey to take the draw for the Red Raiders against Lemansky. The puck makes its way to Declan Calais. Tries to move it along the near side boards in front of the Red Raider bench. Not much going there. James Brito puts it across for Dante Mazzaferro. Peter Stevens will just spit that all the way down to the left wing corner on the other end. Melanson not going to play it along. Be more comfortable with his teammates playing it. Brito across for Mazzaferro. He'll gain the zone on the left side. But shut down there by Hickey and Stevens. Back around the boards and Lemansky can't keep it in the zone. Fresh legs will come on for the Red Raiders as the power play about to expire. 2 seconds and 1 as Calais gains the zone, looks for a shot, but too many Red Raiders in the way. Couldn't get a clean chance. Broussard out of the box and back to full strength are the red and gray. 4:45 to go in the first, 1-0 Leominster in front. 4 or 5 players trying to dig it out on the near side boards in the Red Raider end. Finally cleared out down the ice, but not at a fast enough pace for icing, as Ronan Duvall will go back and get that for Leominster. Pass up for William Parker. Moves along the line. Now Adu with the shot, wide to the right. You can see Leominster taking the battle to the boards, essentially. Making the Raiders work for the puck. Floated towards the goal from the boards, and it'll be gloved by McGivern. 4:05 to go in the frame. So McGivern coming into today. Goals against a 1 save percentage of .957, 44 saves on 46 shots. In that St. Bernard's game to open the season, got his first varsity shutout. Shot goes off a leg and wide to the left. Now the Raiders trying to make their way up ice. Nice move there by LeBlanc.
Oh.
Looking to feed Hines in front.
Just can't connect.
Once they start getting those passes tape to tape, it's going to be very dangerous.
Oh yeah, there'll be fireworks.
But it's just going to take a little more time. Plunkett keeps it in at the point.
Ooh.
Shot was deflected in front, in and out of the glove of Melanson. A bow forward in front of the paint. But the Blue Devils happy to keep that out of the net.
Oh yeah, in some ways they were lucky there.
The Raiders have gone a good few minutes without getting a shot on goal. Now they've gotten 2 in the last 20 seconds or so. Melanson patting that one away. Robillard will go and retrieve for the Red Raiders, around for Riley LeBlanc. Pops over his stick, and now Jaramillo circling around, keeping it away. Zach Plunkett, junior defenseman, first varsity season for him. Made its way to Samuel Eichmann for the Blue Devils, and he dumps it in. Raiders try to move it out, and a one-on-one developing for Riley LeBlanc.
Nice little stretch pass there.
Yep. Trying to find Jaramillo.
Taken down from behind.
And squeezed off the play by two Blue Devils. Mazzaferro was the one defenseman back originally for Leominster. Then reinforcements came to shut down the play. 2:30 to go in the first period. 1-0. Leominster in front. Patrick LeBlanc with the lone goal in this contest. Paquette tries the self-pass over to Blue Devils. Will complete it. Around the right side he goes. Centers for no one. Was looking for someone on the left circle. Couldn't find the recipient. Until he cleared out to the red line. Peter Stevens, Wyatt Peters going D to D. Broussard stands up a hit there at the red line.
He really is strong on his skates, Broussard.
Broussard is not one to be messed with, as he is showing. Now out in front, pinballing around, can't find its way into the net. But changed direction a good few times in the crease.
That puck actually was headed for Liam Hickey, but Hickey didn't have his head turned around yet.
Sometimes the puck comes to you at the worst possible time. Paquette will go far side for Hickey. Now Broussard. Floats it into the zone. Conti. Floated around to the near side. In the corner, Brito. Try to move it back around to Conti. Trying to hit that stretch pass. Not going to be icing. He wanted to find Midden, but just glanced off the sticks. Around the boards, LeBlanc beats for Gendron. But 4 Blue Devils to try to close him off there. Kept the puck for long enough that nearly got the reinforcements from Jaramillo and LeBlanc as we tick under a minute to go in the period.
Last minute of play.
So you probably heard about 6 size from me because we were that close that many times to getting one.
42 seconds to go in the period as Riley LeBlanc, right side, feeds Gendron in front. The shot is stopped by Melanson.
Great chance. Needed to get that above the pads.
Now Jaramillo with a good shot. Now Sudbury and score!
It was only a matter of time.
Perseverance pays off, and in the final minutes of the first period, the Red Raiders have equalized.
That looked like it was 12, Gendron.
That'd be his first varsity goal. He played last year for the Gardner Wildcats as an 8th grader, had himself 2 assists. And they will save the puck for him.
Fantastic. Big night.
Tremendous to see there.
It's exciting. He's going to celebrate that tonight.
The freshman Kyle Gendron with his first varsity goal ties the game at 1. Shot from the blue line will be stopped there by McGivern. Shot taken by Parker for the Blue Devils. But now Leominster wants to retort. They've got 10 seconds to do it before the intermission. But losing the puck out of the zone makes things a little harder. Now the Red Raiders can play a little bit of keep away. Try and make a stretch pass for LeBlanc. Give him a chance to get a shot off. But time will expire before they can make anything of it. But still a good finish to that period for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, that was a nice period of hockey. I think both sides have, I don't know, pieces that they can go into the locker room, talk about, and feel good about. But I think there are definitely some adjustments that Coach Lowney and the staff and the Red Raiders need to make. If nothing else, just say, hey guys, puck's got to find tape.
Indeed, just got to hit those passes a little more consistently. For these two teams, both of them haven't played in the last 8 days. Still a bit of rust to shake off, especially with the Christmas break as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So at the end of 1 period of play, it's the Leominster Blue Devils 1 and the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders 1. Goals for Patrick LeBlanc at 7:34 and Kyle Gendron for the Red Raiders at 14:29. And with all that, we're going to take a bit of a break. We'll come back for the second period in about 10 minutes or so don't go away. This is Red Raider Ice Hockey on FATV. Heck. We're back here at the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University, getting ready for the second period here in this Bushnell tournament matchup between the Blue Devils of Leominster High School and the Red Raiders of Fitchburg Monty Tech. Nathan Wolak, Craig Antossi here with you, right here on the red line. Happy to have you with us here tonight. A very good first period of hockey we had.
Absolutely, fast pace, up and down the ice. A few misconnections for both teams, otherwise this could be a higher score right now.
Indeed, that's I think the big thing we want to see a little more out of for Fitchburg Monty Tech is just completing more passes. So many great opportunities spoiled because they just couldn't control the puck. Red Raiders in the road red uniforms going left to right in the second period, and Leominster in the home whites going right to left. As Hickey able to keep in the zone, Broussard, the pass off for Paquette. He's not able to handle it cleanly enough. Stevens with a shot but blocked by his own guy, and Broussard another chance deflects wide to the left. And into the left side boards Aiden Bork. Trying to move it along, but Paquette will intercept. Alessandro Conti will throw it around to the near side corner for Patrick Leblanc. This pass knocked down by Stevens at the blue line, can't keep it in the zone. Now battle for it at the red line. Back and forth. Eventually controlled by Stevens for the Red Raiders, one of the captains of this red and gray side. Now dumped in by Patrick Leblanc. He's got the goal for the Blue Devils. It's around the boards, far side. Paquette, Riley Leblanc. We saw him with a lot of touches of the puck in the first period. He's going to be one of those players the Raiders will be counting on to be contributing by and large. This Tucker Midden shot goes wide to the right of Devin McGivern. 9 saves in the first period for the senior netminder. On the near side, Mazzaferro unable to keep it in. Midden holding at the red line, dumps it. Picked up by Stevens. Holding inside the circle as Leominster will change the lines up. Mazzaferro at his own blue line. Lost it to Hines. Leblanc playing a bit of keep away. Wyatt Peters. Now back for Riley Leblanc on the right side. Here's Sam Jaramillo. Lost control of the puck. He's trying to make his way to those near side boards. Leominster will take to the red line. Brito on the left side for Midden. And around the boards it goes. As Brito is able to get to it on the far side. Moving it around. The point, Calais with the shot. Went off a couple of sticks and eventually may have gone a piece of McGivern's pads, but in any case it goes into the left wing corner. Colin Hines on the far side for the Red Raiders. Pushing it along for Jaramillo. 2-on-2 perhaps developing, but not if William Parker has anything to say about it. He'll dispossess from behind.
Got his pocket picked there.
Indeed he did. 2.5 gone in the second period of play. I'm getting all of my terms crossed up right now. So I'm trying to work off the no hockey calling rust. It's been 10 months. 1-1 the score. Patrick Leblanc has the goal for Leominster. And Kyle Gendron the goal for the Red Raiders. Zach Plunkett on the far side. He's starting defenseman for the Red and Gray. Dispossessed on the board battle. Zach Robillard, self-pass to himself. Conti able to get to the stick on the red line and push it towards the Raiders blue. That pass misses everybody and
it's icing. Well,
not given,
no.
huh?
Interesting.
Thought it was going to be our first icing of the night because we haven't really seen any of those, I don't believe.
No, and I did not see that touch anyone.
So I was a bit caught off guard. I think a few of us were, but in any case, they waived it. Leominster will have to work from their own zone, but now there's a chance in front of goal! Cole Howard! He'll have his first varsity goal too! That came about just out of nowhere as well!
What a fantastic goal. Work from behind the net. Nice pass out in front. Cole walked in right on the doorstep and just wristed it home.
The junior forward, he had an assist last year. Already had an assist this year. 3 minutes and 29 seconds into the frame. Cole Howard makes it 2-1 to the Red Raiders.
You know, I was just going to make a comment.
Your
The ice
attention,
surface
please.
looks a little
I am
wet, and the
winning
pucks were
ticket
kind of
for
falling
the
off our
50-50
sticks.
raffle.
And I was wondering how that was going to
Winning
impact behind the
ticket
net there.
number 6-3.
But it didn't look like they had any trouble completing the pass. That was a beautiful little pass.
We're announcing the goal, but it looks like it's a 50-50 raffle instead. But still, another first varsity goal for the Red Raiders. They'll happily take that.
Oh, great to see. Great to see more numbers contributing. You're going to need that if we're going to make a run.
Indeed. The Raiders off to a
The
2-0
Raiders' second goal
start.
is by number 7, Ryan Linneberry. Assisted by number 12, Kyle Gendron. And number 21, Wyatt Peters.
Gendron and Peters will pick up assists.
Originally, we were
Second
placed in
period.
Division 3, and I
was
wrote an appeal to
Linneberry.
the MIA to get us down into Division 4, which would be the more traditional 3A placement that we have had. I think we're a really strong team in 4. I look forward to seeing how this develops through the year.
I mean, there's the thought, too, with the large number of kids that Fitchburg and Monty Tech can provide, but still, well, there is the co-op that's required because there are only so many that are interested in playing ice hockey.
Correct, at both schools.
That's thus the justification for why the Red Raiders are playing in Division 4 and not in Division 3. And then, I mean, the fact, too, that Monty Tech is a co-op does mean a 2-division drop automatically, so that helped a little bit. As for the Blue Devils, they find themselves in Division 2 this year. Normally, in years past, they were in Division 3, but of course, in Central Mass, it was basically just 3 and 3A.
That's right.
There's a good shot there by the Blue Devils and Conti. That'll be gobbled up by McGivern.
He looks very steady in the net. I think that time off between periods really settled him down.
As we said, McGivern, he's a senior goalkeeper. 3 other goalies in the system, but all freshmen.
We've been very fortunate in this program to have good goaltending with McCrillis before McGivern.
Indeed, Spencer McCrillis, he was the workhorse last year, and then the years before, Garrett Johnson
Yes.
also helped with that. It was a two-headed beast for 3 years, basically.
Yes.
Because I remember McCrillis and Johnson both came in as freshmen. McCrillis ended up having a 5-year varsity career. Owen Richard, who is the backup right now on the bench tonight for the Red Raiders, could very well do that as well. He played as an 8th grader in a game for Oakmont against this Leominster side last year. It's a shot from the left point by Patrick Leblanc, but snared out of the air by McGivern. 9:32 to go in the second period. The Red Raiders lead 2-1. Looking at the numbers, 23 players on the varsity roster that I was given. 8 seniors, 7 juniors, 6 sophomores, and 2 freshmen, of course. Players of all sorts of classes on the JV side as well. At least one of them called up to the team tonight in Cam Sullivan as well. We'll see if we'll see him later in the contest.
Taking the place of Cody Burkio, who looked like he dinged up, had a lower body injury. I'm not sure exactly what it was.
May have been from the last game. I know I myself didn't have the chance to view that one. About 6 minutes gone here in the second period. And a 2-1 lead for Fitchburg. Monty Tech is wrapped around the boards. Wyatt Peters try to play that along. And a shot on the intercept will be stopped by McGivern, and he'll batten down the hatches. As we mentioned, for the Blue Devils, already a bit of a challenging start to the campaign. I mean, they started with the overtime loss to Grand Dunstable, 3-2, in what was a pretty close game, but that was a game, too, where Leominster was getting badly outshot, and just trying to hold on and weather the storm as another shot is stopped by McGivern. The North Middlesex game, another one where they're badly outshot, and they lost that one 5-1 to Neshoba. I think the Wolves ended up with about 70 shots in that game, which you just do not see.
Wow.
In a 45-minute game. Yet another shot from the point, but this time blocked out in front.
Nice pass.
And Riley LeBlanc's going to have himself a breakaway. LeBlanc stopped by Melanson.
What a great save.
Getting to the far side post and getting the pads down.
There was the tape pass we were looking for.
Yep, and LeBlanc had the speed to make that breakaway. Puck is behind McGivern. And he was concerned for a moment. He thought it'd beaten him. It had, but not made its way into the net. Actually, considering where the puck was, no, it did not beat him.
Under his pad, but he thought it was back there.
He thought he was soundly beaten, but no, he'd gotten the pads down just in time. And Leominster that close to equalizing. 8:18 to go in the second period. 2-1, Fitchburg Monty Tech in front. And there would have been a good chance there for Patrick Leblanc looking for a second of the game, but just whiffed on the shot. As Lucas Wiebe tries to feed Howard, pass too far in front of him. Wiebe able to pick that puck away and get the shot off. Melanson, easy pad save.
Lucas Wiebe is one of the players that I look at. I had him in class as a freshman, and his body has changed. He's gone from being a boy to a man.
He's developed and worked on things over the years. He's grown into a solid player for this Red Raider side. As Declan Calais gets dispossessed by Peter Stevens. And now we see Gendron into the zone. Gets the shot off, but it goes wide, tries to get his own rebound. He will do just that, bringing around to the left side, trying to feed Howard. His shot deflects over the net into the right wing corner. Here's Stevens at the right point. Throw it along the boards for Wiebe. Wiebe trying to center out in front. Nobody quite there to receive the pass. Mazzaferro trying to get it out of the zone for Leominster, but Fitchburg will keep this zone time going. Gendron with the backhand, that's blocked in front. Howard trying to settle it on his stick, can't do so. Gendron and Howard have the goals for the Red Raiders tonight. As we take under 7 to go in the second period of play. That will, in fact, go for icing this time as Ryan Ledeberry is trying to get off the bench as fast as he could to get that pass.
Just couldn't get there. Now, if that had not been icing, I would ask for an eye test for the officials.
Yeah, that would have been a lot harder to explain away. Draw will be to the left of McGivern. He's got 14 saves on the contest. 15 saves from Ryan Melanson, his counterpart wearing number 1 in the white, black, and blue. Monty try to take the shot off the draw, but that's blocked in front. Goes off the stomach of a player somewhere. Midden throws it around right side, trying to find Parker. Red Raiders trying to tie it up in the right wing corner, pushing out to the left side for Plunkett. Tries to feed it up ice, and taken at the red line by Ronan Duval, just a freshman. One of a few freshmen playing in this contest. But already a starter for the Blue Devils. There's Zach Robillard, muscling his way on the far side. Puck thrown around the boards. Plunkett will settle. He'll wind and fire, look for a redirection, never came. And it goes wide to the left of the goal. Around into the right wing corner, Conti trying to throw it along, and Plunkett trying to knock it down with the glove. Puck will be knocked off the stick of Brito on the red line and into the right wing corner. Brito skates past the puck, tries to double back. Robillard trying to dig it out. 4 players against the boards. Leominster trying to grind their way to gaining control of the puck. These two teams playing some physical hockey.
Liam Hickey in foot race there.
Yep. Hickey able to get to the puck and try to feed LeBlanc. Those are 2 of the big offensive contributors for the Red Raiders, but it's a pair of players with their first varsity goals in Kyle Gendron and Cole Howard who have the tallies for the Red and Gray thus far. Strong stick work there. Lemansky with the shot. Deflects into the netting, above the boards and out of play. 5:13 to go, second period. It's Leominster 1, Fitchburg Monty Tech 2.
It feels like Fitchburg Monty Tech are starting to establish themselves a little bit here in the second period. A little better momentum.
Quite interesting. The shots are a bit lower in this period than you would have expected. 5 for Leominster and just 4 for the Red Raiders.
A lot of shots wide of the net in that last possession in that zone time we had.
That's one of the things to keep the eyes on. Colin Hines shakes off that hit. Dekes out of the way of Aiden Bork trying to lay the boom. Kept in the zone by the Blue Devils. Can't do anything more with it. Here's Jaramillo on the right side. Colin Hines just a little bit ahead there. Was wondering if he was going to let off just a bit to tag up, but he was not able to do that. Hines just a sophomore, 7 goals and 4 assists last year, though, as a freshman. One of those big contributors for the Red and Grays. We mentioned they had him, Jacob Bruno, and Cooper Hall made for a dynamic freshman line.
Really did.
Haven't seen Bruno in this contest, and Cooper Hall not returning, going to take his shots at junior hockey this year.
Which is too bad for us. Big loss for Fitchburg Monty Tech, but great for the kid.
Yeah, it's like one of those minor things about high school hockey is if you're too good, that could happen. Here's Riley LeBlanc, backhand move, and he couldn't put it past Melanson.
Another quality opportunity for the Red Raiders.
Indeed. Robillard with the shot. Ends up whistling wide of the cage. Now LeBlanc again, backhand. Not a lot of oomph on it. About 15 miles an hour, makes its way to Melanson, he'll cover. I'm reminded of Jake Hewitt, who played as a freshman for Oakmont, had nearly 30 goals. And then the following year, he was at Cushing Academy. It's like, if you're too good, you're not going to last in high school hockey that long, is the problem. Hewitt, I believe, is going to be playing for the United States Military Academy starting next year.
Wow, congrats, good for him.
So obviously, yeah, he had the skills.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, there are players on both sides tonight that really could be impact players in this game that are just in juniors, like you mentioned. I'm looking at one in our fan section right now, Trey Scott, junior Bruins player.
Players to keep your eyes on. That was redirected through the 5-hole of McGivern and into the back of the net. And it's a tie game.
And you see McGivern shaking his head. I'm not sure he saw that very well.
Looked like it went through a screen, looked like it made a sharp drop down and through the legs.
Well, we have a hockey game now.
Indeed we do. At 11:03, Alessandro Conti led the handshake line for the Blue Devils. His first goal of the season. Discussion there with Jim LaPointe, trying to tie up some loose ends. Two-two the score will be now. The chances relatively even in this contest. 19 for the Red Raiders in terms of shots on goal, 17 for the Blue Devils. But a 2-2 game as Paquette lowers along to the far side quarter. Jordan Adu wants to clear it, but taken at the left point by the Raiders. Peters' shot was blocked, second chance knocked away as well. Peters playing back there, and able to just get enough of his stick on the puck to push it out of the zone and prevent the Blue Devils from getting an odd man break.
All heart. Those are
Blue
the plays
Devils'
that make
second
the
goal
difference
is
in
by
the game.
number 17, Will Parker. Assisted by number 20, Jordan Adu. And number 7, Alessandro Conti.
The shot there that stopped by Melanson as I was trying to listen to the goal. Conti ended up getting the secondary assist on that one.
Adu and Conti at 11:03.
Jordan Adu with the primary assist and the goal going to William Parker, the junior forward.
Your ears are better than mine.
Just went through so much traffic. Was going to be a challenge for any goaltender.
Without a doubt. Good things happen when you put the puck on the net.
That's one of those types of goals that you stop with luck, not skill.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Indeed. So 2-2 the score. So we tick under 3 to go in the second frame. Jaramillo trying to dig it out in front of the penalty boxes. Ryan Leadberry there as well. Now Jaramillo puts that high over the net. Mentioning all those freshmen, Jaramillo was another one of those freshmen who had stepped up big last year as well. 6 sophomores here to contribute on the varsity roster for the Red Raiders.
Absolutely, had 15 points last year, 4 goals, 11 assists.
It's a tremendous campaign for him. That's why he's playing as one of the top lines there. Raiders trying to make their way up ice. This is Jaramillo on the right side. Try to get it for Riley LeBlanc. Bought into the boards by Duvall. Behind the net it goes. 2 to go in the frame. Lena Barry looking for a shooting angle, didn't find one. Goes to the left point for Plunkett. His shot will go wide and bounce behind the Leominster net. In the right wing corner, Leominster able to play it out of the zone. Some strong hand-eye coordination there from Tucker Mitten. And trying to get back on the blue line to blue line pass. Nothing much going there for the Blue Devils. Have to go all the way back and regroup again. Try to go D to D in a sense. Monty pushing it along. To the red line it'll go, and Robillard put it across for Plunkett. Passed on forward. Raiders trying to stay onside there, trying to make sure they had their skates on the blue line. Stifled the momentum just enough. Leominster able to push it back into the Raiders' end. Now trying to get a shot off there was Dylan Gaudreau. But good stick work by the Red Raiders prevented him from getting an opportunity. Under a minute to go in the frame now.
Last minute of play.
Here's Paquette. On the right side, gaining a bit of space. Gets a bad angle shot off. Melanson will stop him there. As Wiebe, left wing corner. Looking around, trying to center in front. That off somewhere. And we have a whistle. Like some shenanigans going on behind the play.
Looks like they're going to end this period on the power play.
Cross-check indicated against Lemansky. He'll go to the box for the second time today. And not at a good time either.
Shots are 21-17 in the game, but I'll tell you, Raiders have put, I say we, forgive me, but the Raiders have put probably 6 pucks wide in just this period. Those get on the net, and good things are going to happen.
I think as the athletic director of Fitchburg High School, I think you're allowed the royal we.
All right, thank you.
The Raiders will either finish this period on the power play or with the lead.
Blue Devil penalty number 12, Nathan Lemansky.
Plus other weird things happen.
Time of the penalty,
Lemansky called for the
14:29. Second period. Lemansky, 2 minutes for cross-checking at 14:29.
Paquette whiffed on the shot, backhands, tries to feed it through the paint. Another bad angled chance goes behind the net. 5 seconds to go in the period. Leblanc able to keep it in the zone. Paquette, cross ice, Jaramillo's got to take the shot. Redirection, score! In the final second! A tremendous strike to bring us to the end of 2 periods.
Wow.
They won't even bother to drop the puck, just take us right to the intermission. And let's look at it again. See, right on the doorstep, Liam Hickey. I saw that puck go in the net. I looked up at the clock and I saw 0.2 of a second, basically.
Wow. Wow. Great laser-like pass from Jaramillo down to the back door.
Oh, just tremendous. You couldn't cut it much closer than that.
Well, like you said, the Raiders were either going to start the third period on the power play or with the lead. I like this option.
This option works.
Oh, what a nifty pass that was. You know, Jaramillo, he's got great vision on the ice. And that, like I said, was laser beam. Again, once again, finding tape. That's what Coach Lowney's been asking them to do, find tape.
Number 17.
Indeed.
Liam Hickey.
We'll hear the goal announcement.
Assisted by number 22, Sam Jaramillo. Time of that goal was 14:59 of the second period.
It always is that fun. A goal at 14:59. And might as well be 14:59.9 with how close he cut it.
Shots on goal, second period.
A tremendous goal for Liam Hickey.
The Devils had 7.
To get himself his 3rd goal of the season and put the Raiders in front 3-2 through 30 minutes of play.
Fantastic. Exciting second period. I have to imagine the Blue Devils are going to come out in the 3rd period with their hair on fire trying to get that one back.
And how frustrating, how demoralizing must that be? I mean, they always say that it's painful to give up a goal in the final minute, but in the final second.
Oh my God. Kudos to the kids though to play that out until they heard the whistle, until they heard that final buzzer.
Indeed, making all 15 minutes of that period count.
Absolutely.
That'll be their cue to go into intermission. So through 30 minutes of play, it's the Leominster Blue Devils 2 and the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders 3. It's the Red Raider Hockey on FATV. Back here at the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University, here's the 2021 Bushnell Tournament game between the Leominster Blue Devils and the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders. And Fitchburg Monty Tech leading 3-2 through 30 minutes of play. Daniel Bolak, Craig Antossi here with you. And we have a bit of a highlight package as well to bring you with all the highlights we've had from the first couple of periods of play. That'll be coming to you momentarily here as we're getting ready to start this third period of action now. Start with Patrick Leblanc, who had a tremendous move there and a tremendous shot to make it 1-0. This big hit there by Tyler Broussard, knocking a Blue Devil to the ice. And we see Riley Leblanc feed for Jaramillo, and on that second chance you see Kyle Gendron getting his first varsity goal, putting home a rebound off of Melanson to make it a 1-1 hockey game. That's where we stood through 15 minutes of play, and then a great pass there deep in the slot, Cole Howard getting his first varsity goal as well. That made it a 2-1 game, but then a redirection through a maze of bodies in front. William Parker got the goal, and then in the final seconds of the period, that tip by Liam Hickey with less than a second on the clock, that close to the buzzer sounding. Hickey able to put it past on the power play to make it a 3-2 game, and that's where we stand through 30 minutes of play.
I know I've said it before, but that was a great pass from Jaramillo.
I mean, that's just the type of pass you wanted to see.
Absolutely.
For the Red Raiders, we'd been mentioning in the first period and for some of the second too, if they could just start hitting those passes more consistently, this could be a far more lopsided game. And for Leominster, as we mentioned, their last two games have been nightmares in 12-10s, losing by a combined score of 21-1. But after 8 days off, a bit of time to relax and regroup, and they've been playing a much stronger game here today against this Red Raider side. As we also mentioned, these two teams 2 divisions apart, Leominster in Division 2 and Fitchburg in Division 4. And those, of course, new division alignments effective this year. All 4 divisions now true statewide divisions as we start this third period of play. In the past, it was just 3 and 3A that Central Mass, for the most part, took part in. Dumped in by Paquette on goal. Brian Melanson had that away and knocked it to the near side. As Hickey, bad angle shot. That'll be called up by Melanson as well.
Yeah, now in the state, we have the statewide power rankings, so we'll truly see from, like we did in the fall, who the best team is, at least on paper.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting to see as well. Now, statewide power ratings put in by Jim Clark of the Boston Globe. Oh boy, that was interesting how the puck just died right there in the faceoff circle.
Absolutely. Beginning of the last period, I was saying that. I thought the puck wasn't, we had a little bit of a river back there.
Yeah, and there definitely seems to be a bit of slush in that right wing corner because we saw the puck's progress stopped as well there. So that's going to be something for the players to watch as the period begins and develops. Yeah, you see, the puck just doesn't seem to be moving that well in that end.
Yeah, the beginning of the second period was a little slow. It was a little choppy early on because of that ice conditioning, and then later on we saw the puck flying all over the place.
I've seen some coaches say sometimes they don't like to start a period on a carryover power play because sometimes there may be just too much water on the ice. It hasn't quite frozen yet, and it's just not quite to the condition that's conducive to getting good power play goals. The Red Raiders would have taken a power play into the third period if they hadn't gotten that last second tip.
Yeah.
Shows how meaningful that is. Now a shot through traffic, save, rebound, score! And Leominster wastes no time in tying it back up again. A minute 28 into the frame, and we're level at 3.
I think that was Tyler Salafia, number 19. Put it home off the rebound.
The other one, Tucker Midden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Tucker Mitten, yep.
That's a mistake we all make when we're reading our rosters.
I'm not a professional.
It's his first day. He can use that excuse if he wants. But yeah, it looked like it was Midden who got that rebound, was able to put it on the senior forward. Gets his first strike of the season. And now a 3-3 hockey game. Leominster's most successful game of the season offensive-wise. They can get one more, they can double their goal tally from what they came in with. The fact they're holding Fitchburg at bay in terms of shots on goals. I mean, 24 through 2 periods and change seems like a little bit, but compared to what they were giving up in the other games, it could be far worse.
Yeah, I believe you said the Wolves from the Showbats, 70 shots the other night.
Time of that goal was 1:28, third period. That was Goudreau from Calais at 1:28 in the third.
So that's interesting. We were pretty sure Midden got on that one, but instead they don't give him anything for it. Instead they go with Dylan Goudreau getting the goal from Declan Calais.
Interesting. I'd like to see that replay.
Not sure how that developed there, but what has also developed, Colin Hines has found himself in the penalty box. 2 minutes in the sin bin for him, and now the second power play of the game for the Blue Devils.
2 minute lineup for slashing. Time of the penalty.
Slashing was the penalty against Hines.
2:03, third period. Hines, 2 minutes for slashing at 2:03.
Trying to go for the bank shot there, but not much going, and the Red Raiders able to clear it down the ice. Great opportunity for Leominster. They led early in this contest, and they want to lead again. Tying it up early in this third period. Conti not able to get that pass off. Raiders trying to clear it out. Paquette settling it. Turns around to try to clear, but Conti keeps it in the zone. Gets the shot off, and a toe save there by McGivern. Kept in by Midden. Paquette trying to push it out. Conti backing up Midden, keeps it in the zone. Push behind the net, Robillard slams it around. Won't be kept in this time. It'll go down into the Leominster end where Calais will float it around the boards. Robillard first to arrive for the Red Raiders. Pushing it around Aiden Bork. 45 on the power play for the Blue Devils. Ball pinballs into the slots. And Plunkett trying to clear it. Mazzaferro just keeps it in. Or did he? Now they call the offside. Felt like there was a late reaction there.
Yeah, it seemed 5-6 seconds late.
I mean, the referee who had that line was not directly on the line in his defense. It's just 2 referees in the regular season for Massachusetts high school hockey. They're both referees and they both have to call the lines as well. It's a bit of a challenging job.
Absolutely.
Leominster will have a player kicked out of the draw for the delay. They'll still win the draw anyway, though. But all the way back down to their own end. They'll have to go backwards to go forwards, essentially. But here's Jaramillo for the Red Raiders on the Leominster blue line. Pushes it in. Right wing corner. Ruin Duvall trying to get there for Leominster. Moving around to the near side. Wyatt Peters takes it at the red and tries to dump further in. He'll do just that into the left wing corner. Will be pulled out by Duvall, gains the zone, gets a shot off, rising, and now another shot that rises above the crossbar as well. Penalty is up to Colin Hines. This could be something for the Red Raiders. Here's Riley Leblanc on a one-on-one. Leblanc trying to get around Hines! Couldn't get it past! Coming out of the penalty box, at first he was skating to the bench, then he got in the play when he realized what was going on, and nearly gave the Red Raiders the lead there.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Hines didn't even see the breakout happening behind him. Needed the bench to point it out.
But he turned right towards goal and was in the right place, but Melanson just able to keep that one out. 10:46 to go in the third period. It's the Blue Devils 3 and the Red Raiders 3 here in the rivalry on ice.
I'll tell you, the Blue Devils will come out ready to play in this third period. This is the best hockey they've played in this set yet.
got to be the best hockey they've played in this young season. This is their 5th contest of the campaign. They'll be back at it tomorrow as well. They'll be taking on Lunenburg Air Shirley in the other half of this Bushnell tournament. Red Raiders will be off for a little bit till Monday the 3rd.
Yep, Monday the 3rd, we're going to take on Gardner, and that game's been moved up to the Veterans Arena in Gardner.
Yep, so that's going to be something to keep our eye. The Red Raiders will be the home team for that game.
We will be the home team, yes, but we will be playing in Gardner.
So that'll be a little interesting.
Yeah. That was a game that was moved. The original date was moved due to the COVID issue that actually Murdoch High School was having. And the goaltender for Gardner is from Murdoch. It was unavailable. Believe it or not, the goaltenders were only from Murdoch. There was no other goaltender.
Yeah, that's a bit of a challenge there. It's like Gardner's got to co-op with Murdoch, Narragansett, and Quabbin. And a breakout in one school does affect the rest of the co-op.
Your attention, please. Anybody caught throwing articles or debris on the ice will be ejected from the game.
So we had a stoppage because someone was misbehaving somewhere.
Yeah, Leominster Fitchburg, who would have guessed?
So now let's bring ourselves back into this hockey game with 10.5 to go in regulation time. 3-3 the score. Team's trying to dig it out on the near side. Team's not really sure how exactly they want to play this out. Eventually a pass makes its way up in a place where someone can get a shot. Not a whole lot happening there. Now finally cleared out to the red line. Mazzaferro ends up putting that into his own bench. Missed the boards by a couple inches.
Couple. Yeah, the little stoppage in play was really unfortunate. It kind of broke the momentum that Leominster had. And I think the debris came from that side. So, you know, unfortunately, they did it to themselves, it looked like.
Now the draw will come outside the Leominster end. 5 minutes gone in the 3rd period. 3-3 hockey game. Now Paquette, bad angle shot with a thunk off the pads of Melanson. Signal the result of that shot. Tyler Plunkett back in his own end for the Red Raiders. He'll bring it behind his own net. He'll try to come around. Feed for Paquette. Missed his stick. Conti, his pass not going much of anywhere. Dylan Gaudreau, he had the tying goal. To bring us to 3-3. Liam Hickey trying to backhand it across for Broussard. Taken by Patrick Leblanc, who had the first goal of this game midway through the first. Rattle around the boards. And Paquette trying to move it along. Here's Hickey trying to feed Broussard on the far side. Battle there with Alessandro Conti, and now Hickey with the shot. And stopped by the stick there of Rodin Duval. Another shot, a redirection, but it goes just wide. Got the tip they were looking for, just not quite on target.
Yeah, Robillard had a lot of steam on that one.
On the blue line, Bork pushing it along for Gaudreau, out of his reach. And here is Hickey. Gains the red and dumps in, and will come off for a line change. He had a pretty long shift there. Him and Broussard will come off in exchange for fresh legs. And Jaramillo tries to keep that in the zone, not able to do so on the second effort from the Blue Devils. But the Red Raiders will push it back in from behind his own net. The Blue Devils will try to move it along. It was Calais there in the left wing corner. 5 players battling for it out there. Eventually taken up by the blue and white. Tucker Bidden throws that in the direction of goal. Wide to the right it goes. Colin Hines battling for it in the right wing corner. Sent across, trying to feed Midden. Can't get his blade on the stick. Can't get his blade on the puck. Get my words crossed up every now and again. In 3 games or so, that expression will come out of my mouth right the first time. Here's Riley LeBlanc trying to go for the wraparound. Now feeding Peters. Now out in front, Hines trying to get his stick on that and push it towards goal. Ryan Melanson gets his glove and battens down the hatches.
Oh, Hines would like to have that one back. He had the puck on his stick right on the doorstep and just couldn't get a shot off.
He had the first goal of the season for the Red Raiders Hasn't found the score sheet since, but he wants to change that. 7:43 to go in regulation time, 3-3 to score. After a couple players falling down, a lot going on. Peters with a shot, and a juicy rebound conceded by Melanson. Blue Devils got to it first, but now Hickey with a shot. Saved by Melanson in and out of the glove. Paquette trying to protect in the right circle. Long for Broussard. Delayed penalty coming. The touch made by the Blue Devils. Elbowing is the call. Power play number 4 coming for the Red Raiders.
It's a pivotal power play right here. 7:21 left in the third. Tie game.
The freshman defenseman Ronan Duvall goes to the penalty box. He's been a big contributor to defense for the Blue Devils. Again, a starting defenseman as a freshman, but now he'll sit for 2 minutes. The Raiders 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. Their 1 goal came in the final second of the second period.
2-minute minor for elbowing, time of the penalty, 7:39. Third period, Duval, 2 minutes elbowing at 7:39.
Ryan Leominster with the shot, flutters off the glove of Melanson and lands to his left side, where it's taken by Blue Devil and cleared. Behind the net, the Red Raiders will reset and regroup. With 40 seconds gone on this power play, here's Paquette bringing it up. On the left side, tries to send it across. Held there at the top of the circle, shot redirected, wide to the right it goes. Leominster trying to kick that around. Here's Paquette on the right side boards. On the dot with a shot. Caught a bit of the paint, but went wide to the left of the pipe. Alfor on the left side boards. Eventually dug out by Declan Calais. And Leominster pushes it into the Raiders zone. Ryan Leblanc getting on his horse. Try to shut the play down there as the puck makes its way to the far side of the ice. 42 seconds to go on the power play. It's Liam Hickey from the blue line, dumps in off the glove of Melanson again. Jaramillo upended. Red Raider faithful wants a call, not given. Just players getting tied up, going for the puck. LeBlanc for Paquette. 23 on the power. Raiders going backwards here. Trying to reset. Baden Bork with some good forechecking, preventing them from really getting comfortable. Jaramillo squeezed off, and there's Bork again, and they'll send it down the ice.
Blue Devils doing a great job killing off this power play.
Indeed, and Bork, a huge amount of credit there for Leominster. Fitchburg not able to regroup before the penalty expires to Duvall. Back to full strength we go as LeBlanc tries to backhand it across. At the top of the paint, Jaramillo can't receive the puck. That's going to stay in the zone until the second effort there by Leominster to push it to the red line.
It's a long shift for Jaramillo. He's been out there for a long time now.
Paquette as well, I would feel. But he's able to still get that pass across. But Jaramillo got tied up there illegally. Interference will be the call, and the Red Raiders are going to go back on the power play. .454 to go in regulation time. 3-3 the score as Tucker Bidden slams the door in frustration. At 10:06, we get power play number 5 to begin. Before that, though, we have a timeout.
This timeout comes at a great time.
Timeout, Devils.
Red Raiders really needed to get some fresh legs out there on the power play.
From the sounds of it, it was Leominster who called the timeout as well, interestingly enough. Because I think they needed fresh legs as well to deal with this kill.
Oh, absolutely.
So 3-3 hockey game with 4:54 to go in regulation. Patrick LeBlanc, William Parker, and Dylan Gaudreau have the goals for Leominster. For the Red Raiders, Kyle Gendron, Cole Howard, and Liam Hickey have the goals. And for Gendron and for Howard, it's their first varsity goals.
Big night, big game, rivalry game.
Indeed.
That power play there, that was a lot of end-to-end skating. You know, late in the third period, conditioning comes into play here. We had a long layoff with the holidays. Like you've stated, 8 days in between games.
As I'm just looking at the personnel that the Raiders put out on the power play, it is a 5-forward power play. Jaramillo and Leblanc, who you see so often as up front, they play the points.
Double penalty number 19.
We have Hines down, set deep behind the net.
For interference, time of the penalty, 10:06, third period.
Shows off all the firepower. Redirection in front of Melanson, able to shut the door. Jaramillo. Now to the left point for Leblanc. On the sideboards, Jaramillo battling. Now Leblanc receives that pass, gets a great shot, a juicy rebound off Melanson, but Hickey can't put it home.
Just hopped over Hickey's stick.
Now bad angle shot, found a hole! Power play goal for Liam Hickey! Again! And it's 4-3!
Oh, from a tough angle. I don't know how that one squeaked in. Good things happen when you put it on the net, Dan.
Indeed it does. Put it on the net and good things happen. Liam Hickey just took the bad angle shot. Ryan Melanson thought he had all the holes sealed, but somewhere it found its way through.
Raider goals by number 17, Liam Hickey. Assist number 22, Sam Jaramillo. Time of the power play goal, 10:44, third period.
And like the last power play goal, Jaramillo gets the lone assist, icing against the Raiders. 3:59 to go.
Power play goal, assisted by Jaramillo.
Is that his second point tonight, Jaramillo? 2 assists?
Yep. He assisted on the other goal, that last second goal, that feed to Hickey on the doorstep. The pass to set up Hickey this time. 4-3, the Red Raiders in front. The first penalty didn't bite him, the second one did. And now they're just buzzing at the goal, trying to beat McGivern. He's got 19 saves on the night, 28 saves for Ryan Melanson. 3:40 to go, and a 4-3 lead for Fitchburg Monty Tech. Patrick Leblanc on the left side, trying to move it along for his teammates. Calais on a give and go. Couldn't complete the go though, as Hickey got his stick in there and backhands it back into the zone where it just makes it to the goal line for icing.
Wobbling like a top.
If this was college, probably wouldn't be icing because of the hybrid nature and the like, but with the no-touch icing in high school hockey, that'll bring the face-off down to the left of Devin McGivern. 199 seconds to go in regulation time, and a 4-3 lead for Fitchburg Monty Tech. On the draw, Jaramillo is able to control it. Pitch it out on the far side for Riley Leblanc, who's been buzzing just about everywhere. Leblanc holding it on the right wing corner. Now for Jaramillo, trying to center behind the net, maybe try to find a bank as well. It'll come right back to Jaramillo in the corner. Tries to feed Leblanc in the slot. That goes off the Blue Devil stick and sent to the neutral zone. Plunkett will push back in for Leblanc. Trying to use his speed to gain some space, but 2 Blue Devils will close him off the puck as it comes down to the red line. Paquette will go across, and Robillard will throw it around the boards. 2:35 to go in regulation. 4-3, the Raiders lead. Here's Leblanc, gets a quick shot off, and it's just wide to the left.
Just missed blocker side. Great shot.
Jaramillo again pressured off the puck there by Alessandro Conti. On the near side, off the boards. Come to the Raider blue line. Plunkett trying to move it along. Brendan Leblanc battling there with Jaramillo. Keep control of the puck, gets the shot off from distance. And that's sticked away by McGivern. Around to the far side. And a stretch pass for Leblanc out of the reach of Jaramillo. Hines trying to follow on. So we're under 2 to go And Jaramillo with a shot off the pipe. That close to making it 5-3. Raiders will try to keep the pressure on here in the final minutes. Up by a goal. Blue Devils would like to get control in the Raiders end and pull Melanson for the extra attacker. It's dumped in, and Paquette's going to be the first to arrive. The stick on there by the Blue Devils to the near side. 80 seconds to go in regulation. Feel like Leominster's got to play with a little more urgency, but they're having trouble making their way up ice right now.
Clock's her enemy.
Clock continues to tick. Now 65 seconds. And now Midden will make his way up ice. And there's a shot on and a glove save by McGivern. He'll hold with 59.2 to go. The draw will be to one side of McGivern. And Melanson is waiting to see, should I stay on? Should I stay on the bench? He'll stay on the bench. There'll be 6 attackers on for the Blue Devils. Draw to McGivern's right. 21 saves to the senior netminder. Shots 32-24 in favor of the Red Raiders. Shot blocked in front. And now Gendron will try to put it in the empty net. He will! He opened the scoring for the Red Raiders tonight. He may very well close it. Kyle Gendron with his second in the game to make it 5-3.
I was just about to say the forward line of Weeby, Gendron, and oh God, I'm losing it now. And Howard hadn't seen much ice time in the last 5 minutes or so. Fresh legs on the ice, they were able to break that out.
So Gendron with his second goal of the game. The former Gardner Wildcat made it 5-3, and now nearly made it 6-3 there. Oh, Melanson's a bit slow to get up as well. They've got to stop play. I think he may have pulled something trying to get across there, made a tremendous save.
Actually, it was a great lateral move to get in front of that pass.
But he is hurt. He got across there with a lot of strength, was able to shut the door.
You know, prior to that empty netter, we had seen a lot of ice time from Jaramillo, Hickey, Riley LeBlanc, Colin Hines, but we hadn't seen Weeby, Howard, and Gendron on the ice, or Gendron on the ice. Second their skates touch the ice, all I could think is fresh legs and the speed to get to that loose puck and break it out.
Just making their way down and getting that opportunity. It's tremendous to see. Great effort there by the freshman. Melanson will get a round of applause as he'll come off to the locker room. And a pat on the back there from freshman Logan Wood, who's going to finish this game for the Blue Devils. He would have liked to have made his varsity debut under much better circumstances than this.
Absolutely. Good for the young fellow, though. I bet you his heart's beating out of his chest right now.
He'll get to play the final 38 seconds of this contest.
Scored by number 12, Kyle Gendron. Assisted by number 11, Lucas Weeby. Time of that empty net goal was 14-10, third period.
Weeby will get the assist on Gendron's second.
Goal of the game, assisted by Weeby. Open net goal at 14-10.
I'm gonna say that line, I think, ended up having 3 goals in this contest, and that's a pretty good third line, I do think.
Very productive.
And now LeBlanc trying to test Wood here in the final seconds. But the Leominster defense close it off. Hickey will get the shot off. Wood wasn't able to stop it. He thought he had it, but it slipped past him. And that's gonna make it 6-3.
That's 3 for Hickey, isn't it?
Hickey was the last to get that one. It would be a hat trick for him. I think Jaramillo's the one leading the handshake line.
Raiders, 6 goals by number 22, Sam Jaramillo.
There you are, Dan, right on top of it. Sam Jaramillo.
Time of that goal was 14-40, third period.
So this is going to be a game that looks like it's going to go in the books as 6-3, but it was not exactly indicative of the scoreline.
No, this is a tight game, well contested.
It was well contested, but an empty netter and a last-minute goal. The Raiders scored in the last minute of all 3 periods and are going to skate away with a 6-3 win.
I know Leominster can't be happy with the 6-3 loss, but this is probably some of the better hockey they've played thus far.
Indeed, that's definitely the best game they've played this year. They were in it to the very end. In the last minute of play, 4-3, in striking distance, that close to tying it up. But they get the empty netter and all the other things that follow.
Shots on goal, third period. Raiders 14 for a game total of 36. Devils had 7 for
Raiders finished the game with 36 shots on goal
in this push-no showcase game.
And 24 shots on goal
The Fitchburg
for
Raiders
the Blue Devils.
6 and Leominster Blue Devils.
They're going to pass on the handshake line tonight. We've seen that in a couple of games, but tonight they're going to take a pass.
Sure.
And let's listen to the 3-star selections for Jim Point.
Number 8, Patrick Leblanc. Second star of the game goes to the Raiders, number 17, Liam Hickey, 2 goals, including the game winner on a power play. And your number 1 star of this evening's game goes to center, number 22, Sam Jaramillo, a goal and 3 assists on the evening.
4-point night for Sam Jaramillo. It feels a bit understated.
It does.
Yeah, just didn't really think too much about that.
That gives him 6 points on the year, 21 in his career.
We'll see you tomorrow at 1:30.
Tremendous for the sophomore. Jaramillo getting the number 1 star there from Jim LaPointe. Of course, we can't forget Kyle Gendron's 2-goal night. He did not end up closing the scoring out, but still a 2-goal effort. His first 2 varsity goals for the former Wildcat. It's going to fit in just nicely here with the Red Raiders.
Absolutely.
So let's have one more look at the highlights that we can put together from tonight's contest here between the Blue Devils and the Red Raiders. I mean, it was a tremendous hockey game. It's like the first time I've had the chance to do a hockey game with fans in the crowd since well, a year and 3 quarters, basically. You could see the goal that tied it up there, and that was the winning goal. Liam Hickey, I can't find where he beat Melanson, but he found a spot somewhere.
Hole in the jersey.
Somewhere. Kyle Gendron got his 2nd goal of the game, the empty netter. And then Jaramillo had 3 assists. And you can see right there, Wood had the puck stopped, and then it was just sitting in the paint, and Jaramillo was Johnny on the spot to pot it home.
I've had someone describe Sam Jaramillo to me as an angry hornet.
Ooh.
He's always buzzing around. He's always right there.
Right place, right time to get himself a well-deserved goal.
Absolutely.
The 5th of his varsity career. And the Red Raiders able to take a 6-3 victory to move to 3-0 on the season.
Fantastic start.
Indeed, indeed. For the Blue Devils, 0-5, but they can at least say, though, this was definitely the best game they've played this year, in my opinion. I mean, I obviously didn't see the Grand Dunstable game that opened up where they were able to take the Crusaders to overtime. We didn't even have a chance to talk about the fact that overtime in the regular season is now a thing.
Yeah, interesting changes, but, learning from the fall, it's really important to get an outcome with the power rankings. Ties don't do much. They actually don't count.
They should count.
Well, they count, but in the formula, the tie doesn't actually work for anything because it's all in differential now. The wins and losses don't matter as much as the goal differential.
Yeah, with the tie, all you're going to get is what your opponent's strength is. You're not going to get anything more out of it than just opponent's strength.
Correct.
But in any case, though, and they also wanted to get overtime back when Max Preps was going to be the thing, because Max Preps' formula, for some weird reason, does not like thinking that ties even exist. It just no contests the game if you put a tie in.
That's right. We'll just pretend we didn't play.
Yeah, which I think is worse than a loss in a sense, like a close loss to a good team, because if you tie a good team, then you wouldn't get anything out of it at all.
Right, brutal. You could be in a game like tonight, which was back and forth, well contested, and to have nothing to show for it, it's not in the spirit of what we're trying to accomplish.
But that'll be, and also the Raiders winning by the maximum amount too, because of how the power ratings work.
This is a good win.
Yep, that's a good win for the Red Raiders. I mean, Blue Devils stuck with them pretty much the whole way, but Fitchburg Bonnie Tech able to prevail and take it by a score of 6-3. I want to take a moment to thank our wonderful crew, Robin Como, our director tonight, Todd Govan and Nate Glennie doing the camera operation, and Travis Falk doing just about everything else in the truck. Of course, we'll take a moment to thank our underwriters, Workers Credit Union, Rollstone Bank and Trust, Mass Memorial Health Alliance, Clinton Hospital, North End Subaru, Unitil, Minuteman Press, and the Sentinel and Enterprise. We thank them for all they do to make these remote productions possible. And we thank you for tuning in for what is the last game of 2021.
We made it
on FATV. And let us hope we'll have a better year in 2022. We'll see you then. And just before I sign off, Craig, how was this game? First time doing color commentary.
Oh, it was fun. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
That was the one thing I was missing during the winter season, was doing all the games by myself. I needed somebody. I'm glad it was just me all alone with a microphone, but now I'm glad that you were able to join us for tonight for what was a tremendous hockey game.
It's easier to hang out with somebody else.
Indeed. And we thank all of you for tuning in, enjoying the coverage with us. Again, the final score, it was Fitchburg Monty Tech 6 and Leominster 3. For everyone here at FATV and for Craig Antossi, I'm Daniel Bolak saying thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you next time, and until then, so long from Fitchburg.